Hi guys, it's your man ASMR Chess, back with a traditional chess video where I'll just be playing some slow, relaxing chess and analyzing and explaining my ideas and moves and strategy, and probably also just rambling a bit. I'll play 15 minutes with an increment of 10 seconds for each move, and there is a kind of a stormy, weathery, rainy sort of day outside, but we are just snug as a buck in a rock in the warm, cozy comfort of my home, playing some chess on my new machine, on my new computer that I have. Oh, I was too relaxed. I forgot to move. Here we go. So I have black. I'll play this modern defense. And yeah, I'll make a video about my new computer when I get a chance. The patrons helped me buy some of the components. That was really awesome, and now I have a stronger computer so I can edit videos faster. And if you've been hanging out on the channel these last couple of weeks, you may have noticed all the Arnak videos, and it has just been crazy. I mean, like we did a video maybe 5 years ago, and then we talked about how it could be fun to do another one, and we did, and it just exploded. Like, I think one of them got 120,000 views. So we did some more, and people kept watching and kept liking and commenting and stuff, and yeah, so now we're sort of thinking about what to do next. We are still recording new videos. We'll record soon. We'll record one where she answers your questions about Greenland, and yeah, so we record and release more videos just to keep up with the demand, or how to say. But yeah, I guess we'll have to get her own channel. We've been talking about that and how to set it up. She doesn't have her own equipment, so we'd have to film at my place for starters. But we'll figure all that out. So yeah, if you're one of the 5,000 new subscribers I got, or like I should say we got, in the last 20 days, well, welcome to the channel. If you're confused about what kind of channel this is, I can understand. It wasn't really meant to be this big thing with 14,000 subscribers. I just missed some ASMR content about chess, and there wasn't really any, so I did some myself, and just been, making all kinds of small, stupid videos, like about poetry or chess or philosophy or gaming, some old school games, just whatever I felt like. And I had like this small community with like my awesome subscribers, and yeah, I was dreaming a little bit about growing the channel, and now it's, yeah, so yeah, we should get everything straightened out more, get Arnak her own channel and get it streamlined a bit more. But yeah, we weren't really expecting this down to the position at hand. The opponent, my opponent here, has been playing. He has the exact same rating as me. I just noticed. He's been playing really well, I think. I don't think I can claim any sort of advantage whatsoever. I think it's. I'm not sure if this position is exactly theoretical, but it looks like it could be. And if you don't know what a theoretical chess position is, don't worry, I'll explain it right now. So in chess we have openings, and that is a series of moves. Like from the start of this game, we'll just go through it again, like e4 and then g6. That's called the modern opening. And then we get into, this is the classical variation, and then like these moves have been played and studied by grandmasters for many years. There have been books written about them and analysis, a lot of analysis. And if a position is theoretical, then it means that it is a known position where where the chess community sort of are pretty sure that they know what the correct evaluation is. And this move now is probably not theoretical. I am unsure where that knight is going. That looks wrong to me. I'm not sure exactly how to try and take advantage of this. I think I'll try and extend the scope of this bishop by opening up here and sort of asking some questions of his center. And I mean, if he doesn't do anything about this pawn, then it supports. Let me get rid of this one. Then it supports an advance of this pawn. So I would have been able to probably capture here, because when this pawn advances here, takes, it attacks the knight. Knight has to go somewhere, and then it doesn't defend this guy anymore. A lot of arrows there, but I hope you got it. And sort of regardless of all that, he just did something to shut that plan down. And now I'm thinking about maybe going here, open this square up for the knight, could pivot there, and shut this bishop down. But this bishop is kind of shut down by this pawn, but if he ever gets to advance, then he's looking all the way at my king, sort of. So I think I'll try that. I think I'll go here. So his position is pretty good. It's pretty good. Yeah, still not too sure about this knight. What's it doing out there? Not sure. Now his bishop has moved. It frees up this square for the knight. So would there be any reason to go here rather than here? I think this is better because I'm attacking this, freeing up some space. Yeah, I don't think I can claim any sort of advantage. But I also don't see an immediate sort of attack for my opponent here. And I think that move could have been a little weak. I mean, it does open up this diagonal towards his king. And it also, this queen is no longer able to come down here if that would ever be sort of, I thought maybe he would try to go for something like this and have that pawn backed up by the queen, but no. So should I try for something like just going here with the queen? Then he can probably go here, and not sure if I can say I gained anything from that. I think I'll try it, and if he does go back here, then maybe I'll move my queen again. Then I'll take stock of the situation if we reach it. Okay, he likes this bishop here. He likes to put pressure here, also pinning the knight to this pawn. Okay. Can we yeah, I'm not sure exactly how to advance from here. Not sure how to really get anywhere. I could try something like going here, but I don't think it really benefits me. And if that doesn't benefit me, then it's unclear. Could I try and get my queen in the position somehow? I'm not sure how I would do that exactly. I mean, I could try something like here, then here, takes. Where would the knight go? And I would probably have to go somewhere rather awkward. But then we would have the problem that this guy would no longer be defended. Okay, so we go here, he does something. If I go here, takes, then the knight has to move, knight moves, and then the question is there something I can do with this pawn that's now attacked? Let's say I push on, doesn't work because he has the queen and the bishop. No, none of this stuff really seems to work. How about going here to protect this guy in order to go here, I like that. Let's do that. So we're just really shuffling our pieces, like all the pieces are still on the board, and we are trying to, fighting for a dominating position. Neither player has made any real significant improvements. White, I guess, has retained his sort of opening advantage. What I mean by that is he has the first move, so he has that advantage. He's like one move ahead, and I think he still has that advantage. He's a little more advanced on the board than I am, but I feel I'm doing pretty well. So what he wants to do is he wants to go here. And I'll continue with my plan to see if he's really going for that, because he is making this bishop stronger and stronger every time he moves any of these pawns. And if he does do that, then I could maybe think about advancing this guy, just to make this bishop down here a real menace. Yeah, that would be awesome, also because his counteracting bishop over here is not really counteracting that at all. Okay, I will. Where is that knight? Where's that bishop going? What's the point of that move? Oh, he's thinking that I want to take the knight, and then we'll be able to recapture, but I'm not going for that. I'm going for this. Now this knight can't move. It can, but like I'm putting a little bit of pressure here. And I'm actually thinking about something pretty crazy here, which would be to go here, captures, here. So now this knight is dead. We just have a knight here, attacking this rook. And he could go here, and then I can go here, check, and he has to capture that. And then I come down here with a check. No, that's not check, but I come down here. But I think maybe my queen is in dangerous waters. If we try that, maybe she's in dangerous waters and it's risky sacrificing material like that. Should I maybe just go back and say, I'm looking at your king with my bishop now? I think that's the safest. I would really love to be able to go over here, I must say, but I'm going here. Okay. Oh. Well, I don't need my queen on this square anymore. Probably I would rather have her, I think, here. And I am just kind of trying to get ready to do this thing. And it is also opening up the position for him. Oh, Alright. Alright. So he wants to get rid of this bishop. And I can understand that makes a lot of sense. That does make a lot of sense. I think I will now complete this nice journey and actually just go back here. Because I'd like to keep my bishop, because otherwise I could get in trouble on the dark squares. And I still have this plan of making this bishop good someday. And now I'm also supporting maybe capturing here. Oh, sorry. Capturing here someday if I go here and here. So sort of counteracting this knight, protecting there. So, and with the queen here, I'm also protecting here, so we won't see any queen coming down here maybe. Okay, so quite an interesting game. I'm a little low on time. I mean, we do have the increment, so it's not too bad, but okay. I think I will actually do this, because if he captures, maybe I have this check. Okay, didn't want to do that. Now I think it's getting closer and closer to like if I do this, he may capture en passant. I'll capture with my here, excuse me. So he might capture like that. I'll recapture. Then he could consider capturing here. I would probably capture like that. I think I'm going for this. I think I am going for this. Also just to get the game rolling. But I haven't evaluated this in any great detail or depth. It just feels like it's the right moment to strike. And of course, if he captures like this, I will probably there could really be some tactics going on here. There could really be some tactics going on. I think I'll try and play it safe and go here. He probably has to capture because I have this thing going on. And then I'll recapture like this. Try and keep these pawns away. And let's see if we can make something happen against his pawns over here. I now also have a nice little target here. Can come over with my rook, attack with the knight, the queen could come over. I think this worked out pretty nicely for me. His strong attacking pieces are not that strong anymore. The bishop was really an important part of it all, and this bishop is still kind of bad. Okay, Is he threatening anything too dangerous here? Don't think so. And I have a nice, after this move, I have this nice little thing that he's probably not expecting. And now suddenly I had, of course, to move the rook first, so it wouldn't be trapped behind, but and now this bishop that wasn't doing anything is really getting a little bit stronger, and the queen. So we can count here that we have the same amount. We have actually all the same pieces attacking here. But I am thinking about maybe going here just to see. His square here is, of course, very well protected. I think maybe a more interesting move would have been to go here, sort of attacking this square. That's the weak square. That's the weak square. That's where it's at. That is the weak square. That is the weak square. Okay. So, is there any way I can attack that square after going the wrong place with my queen, or do I have to go all the way back and then go there? That seems... I could also consider going back with the rook and then going back with the knight and then planking my knight right there on that square. That would be just fantastic, just an awesome square for the knight. But the problem, of course, is that when I go here, he could consider maybe advancing the pawn. No, I'll just capture that. So maybe that's what I'm going to do, actually. Improving the knight, getting the knight closer to his king. Maybe that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, because having a knight on an outpost square like that, where it cannot be pushed away by any pawns, and it's in the middle, it would be attacking all these nice squares. Both of these are checking squares. If this pawn ever goes, it could jump here. Yeah, it's just an ideal square for a knight. So I think I will try to make that happen. My opponent actually taking some time here. Yeah. Well, the position isn't easy. He could be thinking about maybe trying to improve his worst piece, which is this one. It's not doing anything. He could try and improve that, maybe not like that, but so I go here, undermine my pawn structure, and it doesn't really work as long as I have my knight here. At least I don't think so. Takes, oh, maybe it does. I think maybe that move is quite good, actually. Okay, so if he does play that, I could, of course, just capture, and when he recaptures, then his bishop is better, but it's still kind of locked behind this pawn. And then I could, in the meantime, I could try and get on with my plan of improving this knight. Okay, he's thinking a lot, so maybe he's thinking about something more critical, maybe some sacrifice. Is there a sacrifice available? Not really. Like, the only two pieces I can see that can even take anything of mine is this one, who could capture here, which does seem to be doing absolutely nothing. And the queen could capture here, just capture the queen back, it's no problem at all. Okay, he did go for that. And I think my plan was to capture, and then go on with my plan of moving this rook. Okay, moving this rook, and then this. Okay, he's really wants to get rid of that knight, but okay, of course his bishop is better, but it's still just looking into that pawn. If I get this move in, I am very happy. Then I'm just smiling. Then I could consider transferring my rooks over to this now open file and get down, do some devious tricks down here. So yeah, the position is still very interesting, still very double-edged. Still a lot of things can happen here. I'm not winning at all, even though I think my position is slightly better. Okay, so he's coming down with some attack, but I will attack him right back, and that's, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just going to capture that with my knight. So that's a very unsatisfying end to the game. That he's been playing really well, and then this move is terrible. Even if I didn't capture like that, I could also just capture his rook, which is now undefended. But I mean, this thing just wins on the spot. So that's the game. Yeah, that's kind of unfortunate that the game was really nice and then it just ended in a blunder. Let's see, what could he have done instead? He needs to protect this rook so I don't come down and eat that, but he also needs to protect this. So I guess the only real thing he could do would be to go here. And now I must have something. So here he's protecting this one and this one. This guy's attacking here also. And I am thinking about this one. So if he doesn't take it, let's say he just wastes a move, then this check picks up the queen. So probably he has to take it. But I can maybe play this move anyway, and now, kind of regardless of where he's going, I will probably just capture like that. And I think my position is is really good here. That is if he's not, well, he goes there, but I'm not sure that's really a problem. I could just go save the knight by going here. Chop, chop. Then there are like potential for advanced pawn over here, maybe a passed pawn. But I am up the exchange. And smiling. Let's analyze the game. Just a basic analysis, and this is what it says. It's this. You know, you feel like you played a pretty decent game, and then it just gives you this graph where it says you could have won here, and you could have won here, and then you could have won here, and then finally you actually won. Okay, so let's try and do some analysis. So all this was theory, and this is very standard. And okay, that move. Okay, so here that move was really bad because he could have gone here. Take, he takes, and I don't have something like this. Oh no, I don't have this because he has this killer. Yes, of course. Yeah, that's of course, yeah. So he didn't see that. He instead went here. That was bad. I didn't manage to capitalize very well on it, but I did get a nice positional edge. And I'm keeping this, keeping it. Okay, yeah, keeping the positional edge. Playing quite well here after missing his attack. And all these moves with the knight that seems like they're doing nothing are actually... Okay, here I had something winning. Here e6 was winning. I was thinking about that. Okay, now that it looks, the machine looks at it a bit further, it says it's just good, it's not winning. And what did I do? I went here. That's actually, the machine actually gives that the same evaluation. Actually quite, that's just a little bit better actually. So my move was a little bit better than the machine's first suggestion after thinking about it for a couple of seconds. Okay. All these moves, I'm actually playing rather well here. But here, I could have played, here I missed that I could have played this. And why is it that he's not just capturing? Capturing. No. Oh, of course, yeah. Yeah, I was thinking about making that bishop strong the entire game, and this was my chance. Yeah. Okay, that's a pretty complicated variation, but I was thinking in the right direction, but I wasn't focused right in on seeing this is the moment to just use this compromised position of his king. Okay, so then what happened? Now this was not very good, because he could capture, and by not very good I mean he would get an equal position, and apparently this is not a good move, and that's because he's now Okay, yeah, I can't get away with the knight without allowing the bishop to escape also. Okay, so he protected there. Then I went here. This is all fine, keeping some positional advantage. Yeah, this is all fine. Positions, now it's back to thinking the position is equal, but I haven't been worse since I missed that one tactic he had in the opening. That's kind of reassuring, actually. And here I had something stronger. Here it wanted me to play this move. So what is this doing? What is this doing? Let's say he continues with his plan. That is, yeah, his plan is what exactly? Not sure actually. Machine says this is a good move for him, but still not very good. Not sure. The machine is suggesting all these moves, but I'm not sure why I wouldn't. Why is it I wouldn't want my rook here? So I went with my rook here. And this apparently allowed him to go back with the knight here. And then when I go back here, which... Okay, so when the machine, now it gives it a very crushing advantage for me. So the machine was initially thinking, okay, this was not so strong what ASMR chess play, but when it gets to think about it a little more, it really thinks it was very strong. Okay. And here I could have captured here. And because apparently this move is strong here. And it makes sense because I was afraid of this, but I've kind of forgot that I actually had that thing covered. Okay, so I missed a knockout blow there. Instead I played this thing, keeping the advantage, chasing his queen, attacking with my own queen, still keeping the advantage. And here I could have played f5. Is what the machine says, which is kind of a risky move, to be honest. Of course, if the machine says it's good, but I could make a mistake, and I don't want an exposed king when my position is just good. This move was not good, however. I should have played kind of I still have the advantage after this one, but yeah, I could have played a lot of stuff. I could have played like this, still keeping more of an advantage. Maybe even this. Yeah, not that much advantage. Thinking about something like that. Okay, but I did play here. And so did I evaluate this correctly? Yes. It says I should take here and take here. And again, my plan is too slow. Still have the advantage, but I should have tried to go for a knockout blow. I will say in my own defense, I was low on time here, and I wanted to play some safer moves where I didn't have to calculate variations, because they say long variation, wrong variation, and it would be unfortunate to throw this whole thing away, because I missed some basic tactic. And my plan seems to be working really well. Knight going here, crushing advantage. And then, okay, let's see what he could have done. I was thinking here, and the machine likes my idea of capturing here. He has to take. Machine likes my variation here. And when the queen moves here, I capture here. Okay, so that was the variation I looked at, and this is also winning. So, I mean, even if my opponent hadn't played the blunder, I still had a very, probably winning position. Is there something as an alternative to this move? The computer says e2. Okay, this is of course stronger. And so now this doesn't work because he can just capture, and when I go here, he can just move the rook here, and then there's no problems anymore. So but I do have a naughty move that is sort of utilizing the same idea. I can go here. So if he does capture, this check picks up the rook in the same sort of way. So let's say he goes here maybe, and then I just capture here, and I'm ready to capture here, and it's falling down like a pack of cards. So after this clever little move, he has to go here, keep everything cardinal kind of protected, and yeah, and then the machine says, okay, then you just go over here and put pressure on, and it's going to be too much. It's going to be too much for him. Okay, so kind of an interesting game. I was kind of happy to see that I did have a winning attack when he made his blunder, because it means that I kind of deserve to win a little more. You know, always kind of hate when like you're just getting crushed, somebody's outplaying you, and then maybe they make some mistake. Like the worst if they make a mouse slip, and they meant to do one thing and then just drops the piece somewhere wrong instead, and you win the game, but you didn't deserve it. So even though he made a horrible blunder, I still kind of feel I deserved the game because my position was so crushing at that point. Okay, so this was the video for today. I'll be back tomorrow with more content, and next week we'll have more Anak, probably the video where she tells you all kinds of interesting stuff about Greenland, and maybe punctures some misconceptions about Greenland, and answers all the questions that you asked in our survey. So thank you very much for watching. Have a very nice day, or have a very nice night of sleep, whatever.